Okay, so I'm not sure if this is for future wife or just some of you need to hear this. Well, at the same time, my gifts kind of allow me to get a lot of information. So I really feel this is something for future wife. Yeah, I think it's good closure.
God removed that relationship to protect your future. And I know this might not feel true if you're not healed from it yet. It might still sting. But by the end of this video, you're going to understand what felt like loss was actually deliverance. And I'm going to show you straight from scripture exactly why God does this, what he saw that you didn't, and what this means for what's coming next. I need you to stay with me on this. Let's start with the honest part. You might still be sitting with unanswered questions, and nobody's giving you the space to say that out loud. The way they left didn't make sense. The timing didn't make sense. And the sudden silence didn't make sense. You prayed for clarity, you prayed for restoration, you asked God for a sign, and nothing worked out the way that you desired it to work out. And now you're stuck somewhere between heartbreak and shame, trying to figure out what you did wrong. But I need you to hear me on this. Sometimes certain things are not your fault. It's actually God's mercy. There are moments when God steps in and says, I know what you don't. I see what you can't, and I will interrupt what looks good to protect what actually is good. And that's the...
You know what's interesting is there is that video, How to Soften Someone's Heart. Make sure you pray for it. And I have a feeling that future wife is seeing it, even if there's a time distortion, like maybe she's seeing things in the future and then praying for them and they're affecting me now. So God's kind of like bending time. Maybe. I won't know till this all resolves. I'm like Doc Brown from Back to the Future. I see something with potential for being awesome and I want to try it out and see if I can make it work. And then if I can make it work, reproduce the results and then go from there. This memory opened that I had forgotten about and it unlocked a lot of trauma. It was really interesting. I basically had a really bad first kiss experience in high school and that unlocked, and I thought that was interesting. I just feel so much more at peace right now. So, thank you if you did that, and if you didn't, we can thank God. Yeah, next video.
You talk, but the Lord wants me to remind you that you need to keep your promise to those people. If you told them that you want to pray for them, then you really need to pray for them. So he asked me to remind you, you need to keep your promise and pray for them. Why he said this is very important? First of all, he said, once you pray for them, those people could receive their blessing very fast because of your prayers, especially if you pray for them for many, many times. Yeah, some people even devote their own time to pray for other people every single day. If you do that for other people, then I'm pretty sure that person or those people will receive the Lord's blessing very fast. Because according to the Lord's Bible verses, he showed us that if you have more than 2 or 3 people to pray for someone about something, then the thing will happen so fast. That's why he asked me to remind you right now. It's very important to pray for other people if you already promised to someone or some people. Your prayers are so powerful. Your prayer can help many people. You didn't know that. Yeah, because you carry the Lord's power to pray for other people. No matter how many times you can pray for other people, each time will work, okay? Also, he wants me to tell you that he will reward you. He feels so happy to see you spending time praying for other people. He feels so appreciative about this because not everybody would like to do that. Yeah, he knows that some people already pray for other people for many, many times. Even some people have been praying for other people every single day. You know what? You are the Lord's favorite children. I'm serious. Because he focuses on this so much. He loves to see anyone who would like to pray for others. Yeah. He wants me to remind you that don't forget your promise to other people. So please read the one scripture. He wants you to read this scripture to remind yourself again. Okay? So please read. Numbers chapter 30, verse 2. When a man makes a vow to the Lord or takes an oath to obligate himself by a pledge, he must not break his word, but must do everything he said.
So this video was interesting because that happened to me. God will said, I need to do crunches, and then I did it once and I got in a lot of trouble. There was a lot of dreams where future wife told me she likes abs, and so I was like, oh, I guess, and I really put it off, and then God said, hey, to unplug this and make it get to work, you need to start doing crunches every day because it's something that's important to her. I was, okay. Yeah, I'd like to do more to be more studly also, but I'm working 40 hours a week. I have a responsibility to do some of this. I'm working 60 hours a week, which is not an excuse to not go to the gym, but I also live 45 minutes away and I need to sleep so I don't die. But crunches I can definitely do every day. Crunches I definitely have done every day, and I've definitely seen the results, so that's been encouraging. The next step is obviously hitting up the gym. I just tend to hyper-focus on how to get my gifts working more efficiently because I want to heal more people. Like I've said before, I've healed a lot of hernias and diabetes, and back problems, muscles. Anyways, I don't have time to do a long form video because the last video took a long time. It's still rendering. But I have a day off again in a couple days. I'll try to do something when I get off work, but we'll see. I work the next 2 days and then I'm off. So, yeah. Love you guys.